A terrifying 911 call. Shots fired at a Bountiful, Utah junior high school.
We have a kid with a gun. His parents have him. He has a gun. He has a gun.
A cop is dispatched to the school with reports of an active shooter.
Student with a gun at Mueller Park Jr. in Bountiful.
This video captured on a police body cam shows the cop speeding to the scene, arriving just 41 seconds after the call came in.
He says his parents are with him now. The mom has the gun.
Then the lone cop enters the school. The halls are chillingly silent.
Police department!
After methodically searching the halls, the cop breaks into a run. He sees a dark figure pinned against the wall. It's the student's own father apprehending his son. The cop takes over, swiftly cuffing the 15-year-old suspect.
So these are parents right here and teacher. We need to get them out. I need somebody to secure this stuff while I take him out.
After patting him down, the cop coolly waits for backup and wants to know if the alleged shooter is working alone or has accomplices.
Is it just you?
Thankfully, nobody was hurt. But what led up to the dramatic events that unfolded at the school? It started early that morning when the students' parents became suspicious after noticing their son was acting strangely. He was even wearing a trench coat, much like the ones the Columbine shooters wore.
As he left to go to school, they started checking to see if weapons or anything were missing from the home.
The quick-thinking parents notice a 12-gauge shotgun and a 9mm handgun are gone from the house and rush to the school to investigate. But not before the boy stepped into a classroom full of students, his parents' guns loaded, along with 2 boxes of ammo.
He racked a shotgun round and fired it into the ceiling.
Then, without uttering a word, police say the student pointed the gun at himself.
A teacher and a student in that room immediately engaged him verbally in trying to talk him out of doing this.
Incredibly, before anyone was hurt, his parents arrived at the school, entered the classroom, and disarmed their son.
They brought the son out into the hallway where our first arriving officer was able to take him into custody.
Soon after, 100 police officers swarmed the school as students cowered in closets and hid in classrooms. Panicked parents waited in the snow for word about their kids.
Little freaked out, in panic mode. There's different things going through my mind.
Oh, absolutely.
About how he is and if he's okay.
Moms and dads desperately texting their kids for any information.
He texted us and said, "We think there's an active shooter on campus. We're in lockdown, but we're safe."
Students recalling details of their terrifying ordeal.
We were just about to take a test. We were all studying for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden the alarm went off.
We just kind of hung out in the classroom, and we were supposed to stay there, and we just waited until our name was called.
But it would be hours before tearful parents would be reunited with their kids.
When I can hug him and hold him, make sure he's okay.
Now the police and the community can breathe a big sigh of relief after literally dodging a bullet or bullets that could have ended in unspeakable horror.
I was expecting much worse than what happened today.
Incredibly, students were back in class the very next day, the school plastered with heartfelt messages.
Every entrance has been heart attacked by members of the community, by students. Every locker has a heart on.
And the kids were greeted as they walked in by the principal and the police chief.
The pep band was in the lobby this morning, and as students were coming in, they're being greeted.
The alleged shooter, who is not being named, is facing several charges, including 2 counts of theft and 2 counts of possession of a firearm. And for the foreseeable future, will not be back at school, but will instead be staying in a juvenile detention facility.
I'm sure some parents are concerned. Is the student going to return here? That won't take place.
Prosecutors now want to charge this teen as an adult, but the defense attorney is fighting to keep this in juvenile court. So we've brought in attorneys Dava Roberts and Deborah Blum to break down the case and see how it could play out. Now, you're going to be the prosecutor, Dava. Why should he be charged as an adult?
So Chris, here the facts really do speak for themselves. This young man came to school with 2 guns, a shotgun, a pistol, and a premeditated plan to cause grave injury, perhaps to himself and certainly to others. The judge now has broad discretion to weigh the interests of this child with the public at large. The public at large interest should trump here, no doubt.
I certainly don't want to downplay the fact that the other students and staff, the teachers, were put in a tremendous amount of fear. However, we have to focus on the fact that this is a 15-year-old teenager. And yes, he had a deliberate plan. However, he wasn't fully able to contemplate the ramifications of his actions. He needs to be in a juvenile facility where it's much more likely that he's going to get the necessary mental health help, which it's clear he needs.
David, he has no criminal past. Isn't our job rehabilitation here for a 15-year-old?
Because of the unique nature of mass shootings in the United States, we have to take this broader. We have to take it outside the context of just rehabilitation. Public safety matters.
But public safety is served by sending him to a juvenile prison where they have the programs to meet his mental health needs.
Couldn't this kid be a ticking time bomb?
Well, better that he go to a facility where they have mental health help. So
I would imagine
send him somewhere that he'll get the help that he needs.
Respectfully, I would imagine that when more eyewitness testimony comes out, we will see that this person was of right mind and was threatening the lives of these people in this room. And it's not going to come down to an insanity defense. I think it's going to come down to
He's going to be able to go to trial, of course.
Sadly, a depressed child, but that does not matter in the eyes of the law.
Deborah, Dava, thank you very much for your insights in this case. We'll obviously continue to follow this case, and you can check for updates on our website, crimewatchdaily.com.